Now, when I'm looking at you, all I see is a melody arranged in triplet form, sung so soft. And so it seems, even if I lose the moment or the tune, I'll think about you singing to me. Remember me.
It's quite interesting in the last 16 years, the resurgence of the semi-detached houses have actually meant that the price has gone up by 73%. Yeah, 73% price surge in the last 16 years for Fife's semi-detached houses. Now, in the realm of the British suburban living, and semi-detached house has often been the subject of a caricature, a symbol of safe yet inspiring domesticity. Epitomised by the TV shows and movies like the Dursleys out of Harry Potter, the BBC show Possibly Outnumbered, Birds of a Feather, and the ever awkward son of Norwich, which is Alan Partridge. However, recent property trends in Fife have actually given semis the last laugh, with an astonishing average price increase of 73% over the past 1.5 decades. This dramatic rise in value actually makes sense, and it makes semis a smart investment and underscores its enduring appeal in the housing market. So, what we're going to talk about in the next 10 to 15 minutes is we'll delve into the resurgence of the semi detached houses in Fife and explore why they continue to captivate homeowners overall. So, let's look at the historic perspective of the British semi detached house. Uh, well, semi detached houses have a rich history in the United Kingdom, dating back to Victorian and Edwardian eras. Surprisingly, during the late 19th and early 20th centuries, they're often called villas rather than semi detached. This demonstrates that Britons have cherished the concept of semi detached living for well over 150 years. Now, while Europeans, for example, often favour apartment living with close quarters, the British historically prefer the comfort of the suburban semi detached home. The houses strike a unique balance between close to neighbours, yet maintaining a sense of independence, offering families the best of both worlds overall. So, with that in mind, then, how do semi-detached houses perform against other property types? Well, they perform well against other property types in terms of house price growth, for example. Over the past 16 years, as I said before, 5 semi-detached houses have seen an average price increase of 73%. It's interesting when compared with 5 detached properties, which have actually increased by 68%. Flats and apartments in Fife as well are still popular, but they're experiencing a comparatively modest rise of 24%. I still think personally, flats and apartments have got a long way to go in terms of price increases. And as we see base rates being historically high and interest rates being higher in comparison to the what's happened in the last 10 years, in the long term, base rates are actually quite normal. But comparatively in the last 10 years, they're actually quite high. So we see that if it continues to be high, flats and apartments will still have a lot of more mileage to go because they're more affordable and they're less to run overall. So I still believe that flats and apartments have a lot to give in terms of price increases over the coming years. Currently, in the last 16 years, compared to the semi-detached house, 24% increase. And terraced houses actually are performing quite better than that. Terraced houses are really unique. I love terraced houses. They're about 45% in terms of the price increase over the last 16 years for terraced houses, albeit from a lower starting point, remember. These are all lower starting points in comparison. When you look at, for example, in 2007, the average value of the semi-detached Fife house stood at about £142,300. Today, these homes command an average price of £246,500. I mean, that's effectively almost double in terms of price since 2007, making them an attractive option for home buyers and investors, particularly home buyers. So what is the appeal of the semi-detached house? Why is it so appealing? Well, they've always been appealing for several reasons. They offer the many benefits of the detached house, but at a more affordable price, making homeownership attainable for a broader demographic overall. These homes were constructed in substantial numbers during the Victorian and Edwardian and interwar periods, I suppose, as well. And their enduring popularity attests to their enduring design and functionality overall. One of the most often overlooked factors contributing to the appeal of semi-detached houses is the gardens. These homes typically have a front garden that provides a buffer between the house and the outside world, and ensuring privacy and a sense of separation. In addition, the back garden offers a private oasis for relaxation and outdoor activities, a luxury many terraced houses don't have. The added advantage is typically sometimes semi-detached houses have the side garden, which terraced houses do not have. So there's a huge appeal to that. And often as well, you can get a driveway up there and possibly get a garage to the rear as well. And that's what the enduring appeal is for that. So the presence of garden actually contributes to better air quality and the convenience of moving items such as bins to back and front without traversing through the house. The enduring charm of semi-detached houses can be attributed to their spacious interiors, which often include larger reception rooms, for example, for dining and entertaining. While the bedrooms may be smaller than the detached houses, they exude a sort of cozy atmosphere with which many homeowners will actually find appealing. So what about semi-detached houses in Fife? Well, Fife actually boasts a diverse range of semi-detached properties for character-filled homes, from older character-filled homes to modern builds that cater for contemporary tastes. These homes offer a compelling blend of traditional and modernity, appealing to many prospective buyers. So on average, this is a good statistic for you. A Fife semi-detached home takes 37 days to sell in the current 2023 property market. Interesting when you consider it takes 60 days for a detached home and 39 days for a terraced and 54 days for a flat and an apartment. So the rise of Fife semi-detached houses have consistently the rise of actually Fife semi-detached houses, with a staggering 73% increase in value over the past 16 years, is a testament to its enduring appeal in the housing market overall. These homes offer a unique blend of affordability, functionality and charm, making them the top choice for people in Fife, for homeowners, and even for buy-to-let investors as well. The rich history, for example, with semi-detached houses have consistently provided British families with suburban comfort and a sense of independence in comparison to flats and apartments. The presence of the gardens and the spacious interiors and the ability to adapt to modern lifestyles ensures that these homes remain as popular today as they were in the Victorian and Edwardian eras. So finally, whether you're a homeowner or prospective buyer or investor in the Fife property market, the resurgence of the semi-detached house is a trend worth paying attention to. As the demand for these homes rise, especially the resales, because the new builds are comparatively more because of the build quality and the higher cost of materials to build them, so the resales are particularly attractive. They actually remain likely to be a good sound investment embodying the enduring dream of suburban independence, especially when they actually allow you to then downsize and release capital to go into the more affordable ones of the flats and apartments, especially a ground floor apartment, which most people want to downsize, want to get to, or a bungalow. So these can be the two alternatives for people that want to downsize, because they just want one level living. But with the semi-detached house, then potentially they've got a lot of equity stored up in there and they can release that and then use it for something else. Or potentially they could make a better offer on the ground floor apartment or the bungalow overall. So there is an advantage to having these types of properties later on in the years to come for flats and apartments, definitely. Listen, for more insights and updates, please, take advantage of the blog. Read the blog. It's on this post as well, on the Fife property market. Feel free to follow me on any of these channels you're listening and tuning into just now, especially the podcast as well. And our agency on social media for any more of my thoughts and articles on the Fife property market overall. Until next time, guys, I'm Jim Parker for Fife Properties TV. Bye-bye for now.